Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for this 1957 Nash Metropolitan. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first off we'll be bringing our 1957 Nash Metropolitan up to the Festal drag strip so that we can see how fast it is. We're pulling up to the staging booths here. We're going to launch this car from about 4,000 RPM. Just drop it there. Bit of wheel spin in first, that catches by second, up into fourth and fifth gear now. Hold fifth until the speed trap, and we got a speed of 341 kilometers per hour. Alright, so now we'll be taking the 1957 Hot Wheels Nash Metropolitan Custom into the Festal drag strip race so we can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as getting a time by the end. So at the launch here we've got a bit of wheel spin, but it catches by second gear, up into fourth and then fifth gear. And we can hold this all the way to the end, absolutely smashing the other opponents there. We came first super easily and we got a time of 13.6 seconds. So the Nash here is one of the faster drag cars in the game. So now we'll take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so first off, you want to come into the custom upgrade menu here with your stock Nash Metropolitan. First off, we'll come over to the conversions tab and into engine swaps. In here, we'll be putting the 7.2 litre racing V8. Then also doing an all-wheel drive drivetrain swap to the car, and then the twin turbos for the top end speed. So if we come out of the conversions now, we can come over to the tires and rims. So in here, we'll be putting on the drag tire compound here. Then we can swap out for some lighter wheels, go for anything you want as long as they're as light as possible. So we can come out of tires and rims here now and into the drivetrain. So in here, we've already got a race transmission installed, a 6-speed, so we're going to leave that as is. Then if we come over to the drive line, we're going to put in the race drive line and then the race diff. So out of drivetrain, now into platform and handling. So in here, we're putting on the race brakes, then the rally springs and dampeners. Also going to be swapping in some race front and rear anti-roll bars. So if we come out of platform and handling, we're now going to come over to the engine, max out these couple things here. So race fuel system, race ignition, race engine block, race twin turbos, race intercooler, and finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go for the 1957 Hot Wheels Nash Metropolitan, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we've upgraded our car, we can now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first off, I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the difference for the Imperial Tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So front and rear tire pressures, you want to have these down as low as possible, so 1.0 bar in the front and the rear. Then if we come over to the gearing, we're going to set our final drive. We're going to set this all the way over to speed, so 2.20. And then first gear, we're going to bring this down to 4.00. Then for second gear, we'll have this at 2.70. Third will be set to 2.05, just like that. Then fourth will be set to 1.65, fifth to 1.30, and sixth to 1.10. So now if we come over to the alignment, we're going to set our front and rear camber angles to 0 degrees. Then if we come over to the front caster angle, we're going to set this to 7 degrees. Now if we come over to the anti-roll bars, we're just going to stiffen these up as much as possible in the front and rear. So that's 65.00 in the front and 65.00 in the rear. Now if we come over to the springs tab, you're going to set your front ones here up to 59.5, come up to there, and the rear ones up to 40.5. And then ride heights, we want to drop the rear here down to 18.3, and you can leave the front as high as possible at the 18.8 centimeters. So now if we come over to the dampening tab, we're going to set our front rebound stiffness to 10.5 and the rear rebound stiffness up to 12.0, just like that. Then for the bump stiffness, we're going to set this to 3.0 in the front and 3.3 in the rear. Finally, if we come over to the differential tab at the end, we're going to set our front acceleration here up to 90%. Then the rear acceleration, we're going to set this to 95%. And then finally, the center balance, we're going to bring this up to 78%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes. So now I'll show you the differences for the Imperial Tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the Imperial Tune, for the 1957 Hot Wheels Nash, we want to set our front and rear tire pressures to 15 psi. Then if we come over to the springs tab in the middle, we want to set our front springs to 333 pounds and the rear to 226. Ride heights will be 7.4 inches in the front and 7.2 in the rear. So that's it as far as differences go for the Imperial Tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 1957 Hot Wheels Nash Metropolitan. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.